and gut running, the burst at line ability that he has, and just get through. He's on the nearest wing to us there. We see that shoulder strap.
He lost that sharpness last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sharpness that he was known for. Let's hope he can get it back a full pre-season.
He's up against Billy Hawthorn.
So footy starts for season 2016. The NAB Challenge underway in perfect conditions with the reigning premiers Hawthorn. Area. We'll talk more about it. There's the replay.
It'll be good too, I think it'll certainly encourage to see a goal here.
Well, Luke Breust, we've seen all that before, haven't we, from Luke Breust. Off the pack, he's the best snap in the business. Puts it through, and Hawthorn on the Blues for just the one major also. Poppy ducking through, and now he accelerates away and kicks them inside 50. Oh, nice and clean. Fitzpatrick, in the end, took the mark.
Lucky there, often you
Lewis with that crafty little kick into Sicily. Breust had a genuine one-on-one. He didn't go there initially. Now he does. Breust slightly out of position. Grabbed the jumper of White. Oh, he's paid it to Hawthorn.
Hang on.
Already with one goal, and he guides that through for another. Luke Breust.
Kicked the only goals for Hawthorn for the season.
Yes, that's early in the year, Brownie.
Sometimes reputation makes blokes do certain things that they look back on later.
Sicily.
Well done.
Can play this kid.
It's good body work there. He's only 186 centimetres. Seems taller.
The long arms. Now I'll put the moz on him here. He kicks it nicely, Brownlee. Oh, hang on.
And he does.
Yeah.
Steers it through and scores a level here at Aurora Stadium.
Good boy. The ball high off the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, that could hurt.
Slides through the fingers of Simpson, and now Bradley Hill hunted down by Tart. One thing he has got is
he ain't giving it off.
Genuine pace, and Breust might kick his third goal for the Hawks.
You sense Luke Breust when he had his teammate running past, he was always going to use him as a decoy there, Brent. He was going to use him.
They've been pretty good here, but they transitioned the ball so well with their kicking there. Cromwell, good work in by Sicily, but supporting runners. That's what Hawthorn do really well. A good finish again by Breust.
We've talked about Timmy O'Brien so much. That behind the goal footage, he eased off when he got to the ball. Now, he should have been one of the ones.
Indiscriminate as the numbers start to multiply in defence, but now they start to spread. Rourke took it from Hill, and Billy's away and running Hartung. That's more what you expect from Hawthorn. Isaac Smith.
Running power there.
Yeah, Hill, Hartung and Smith.
Trio. Took it from the back pocket.
Oh, geez, that's crisp ball movement.
It's like a handball drill, isn't it? Eventually they get towards full forward. Tough to defend when they move it like that. And Mitchell could run an arc and across the body. Puts it through for a fine goal. And Hawthorn just starting to wind things up a little bit down here in Tassie.
He would have been wondering, what are you? Kick it to me, boys. But this is all part of the Hawthorn way. And I think they're underrated with the handball. We talk about Hawthorn's kicking is elite, but their handballing is at the same level as well, Dermy.
That was 10 handballs I counted.
Yeah. Just for youngsters out there, though, who think, I mightn't be big enough to play league footy. Have a look at contested footy than Carlton at the moment still. And you'd expect that. They're a wonderful kicking team, even though they are tonight just a tiny bit shabby.
Good hands, and it allowed the kick to come in. Set up with Fitzpatrick and Hodge, and then O'Brien
for some time.
See, O'Brien is reacher. I know it wasn't a big contested mark or anything like that, Jonathan, but he has really good reach.
And O'Brien splits the middle. And the Hawks just opening up a more definitive lead to his Rowan Sharmakers, and when the grand final recall comes up, lots of discussion about him.
See that passage of play there? That's what I say about Matty Cruz. Oh, fair to the Blues. Fair enough, he gave away a free kick at the end, but they just need that size and shape, cutting paths.
So as we said, a pretty quiet night for Ryan Sharmakers. It can change now with a goal on the three-quarter time bell, and he duly delivers Hawthorn's 7th of the night. And the margin now.
Nasty streak in the Brownie.
Maybe in season, that might have been a little bit different.
Taya Miles getting his opportunity for the Hawks. Off to Hartung.
Oh, good hands.
So that's showing what Fitzpatrick can do.
Yeah, played a fair bit.
And the Hawks pick it off again.
It's a great point, Derm. In the first half, as they chipped the ball inside the forward 50 here, Carlton were able to go 1 in every 4.
Hawthorn haven't really given the ball back to Carlton the way that Carlton have to them. It's a little bit more taxing when you're chasing for most of the time.
Willsmore stabs this one on its way.
Good kicking action.
Yep. Puts it through. Another one racked up for the Hawks. Dallas Willsmore.
Used to playing under 18 footy against young blokes, same age. Takes some adjustment coming into the senior footy for the first time.
O'Brien knew what was coming. He went back with it.
And together.
The opportunity's there.
The opportunity is there, and they're going to go through a lot of tough times.
And in the end, it was pretty tough for them tonight, but they offered something to their fans about what might be ahead. Hawthorn, with their greater experience and skill, prevailing 8-5-53 to 4-8-32. The Hawks with the first win of the NAB Challenge in 2016.
He is, Sam. You've picked up where you left off yourself personally. You must have had a fantastic pre-season.
It's been good. I guess every pre-season's a new challenge. You'd think they get easier, but they keep flogging it. It doesn't matter how old you get.
What have you worked on personally? What have you tried to achieve over the last 3 to 4 months?
I guess a lot of it is seeing the game and being able to teach the game and talk about the game as much as you can with other guys. And sometimes it's the zip. You need to, I think, if I lose that, I'm probably finished. So I'm always working on quick feet, in and out movement, that sort of stuff.
What about the education of these younger players coming through? What's your training? You're forever instructing, talking about decision making and trying to fast track the development of these younger guys. Which ones in particular do you think will take big steps in 2016?
I think a lot of our guys are in a really good spot. We could have picked probably 33 or 34 guys that could have got the job done tonight. Some of the guys you saw tonight, that's their first baby steps on the way to hopefully long careers. So I think that's the first little taste of it. Certainly got trying to play some young kids through this NAB series, and that was the first part of it. And you got the leaders that we've got are going to teach them. They're going to be pretty quick, pretty good, pretty quickly.
Motivation's never a problem for you, is it?
Nah, I love playing footy still.
Good on you, mate. Enjoy it. Some of the young fellas tonight looked very fit, mate. This is the leanest I've seen you for some time.
It's good old pre-season. If you get through unscathed, which I've been able with this year, you normally seem to drop a few kilos, and the body feels pretty good. So I think I got through the amount of time that I needed to, and it was good to see a few young guys get a few minutes.
Which of those younger guys do you think will take some early form from the NAB Cup, maybe get an opportunity in round one, or particularly the early part of the season?
I think there's a few. I think Sicily looks pretty good when he gets to run and jump at the ball. Got good hands, can kick a few goals. I like Fitzy. Fitzy's come across from Melbourne. He's impressed everyone. Just making a contest. That's all you need is a forward. Just bring it to the ground. When you got forwards like Sil, Poppy, Punky, that's all you got to do. So they're probably two guys. Timmy O'Brien's looking all right, but I think we've got probably 6 or 7 young guys that probably feature for us this year.
Alistair Clarkson has a rest tonight, and he gives the main role to Adam Uze. Can you tell us a little bit about Adam and how he handled the week, and particularly the night?
He's pretty relaxed customer. Clarko's been pretty good the last few years, giving our assistants, I guess, time in charge, and they come back as better coaches for it. So Uze, I think you know what he's like. He's pretty relaxed. He's pretty shy, doesn't like talking in front of the guys, but he did really well. He obviously had a few key messages, and the boys pretty much played to him.
Gave up the captaincy tonight. What was behind that?
Grant Breust stole it off me. He said it's his hometown, he's taken it, so he did a pretty good job. For a nervous person, he spoke before the game at half time and did pretty well.
Good on you, mate. You look fit, you look happy. All the best for 2016.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Don't think he was too concerned about not having the captaincy, Luke Hodge, and certainly the Hawks have prevailed.
Not to be missed also, the Hawthorn coach. Well, he wasn't the coach tonight. You were a standby, weren't you?
Yeah,
How'd you see it?
Yeah, Uz did a good job for us tonight. Got our young fellas off the line. We had a pretty young side out there. Left a bit of experience back in Melbourne, but they got a good taste of it. Look, it's mainly around conditioning this time of year for our players and getting match hardened really, but it's a bit scratchy at different stages as you'd expect in NAB 1.
I want to ask you in the most polite way, a team which has struggled in recent years, really struggled, Melbourne, turn over Jack Fitzpatrick, and yet the Premiers pick up Jack Fitzpatrick. We all see certain things in him. What do you see in him that he can add to this premiership team?
Yeah, well, we needed a little bit of depth in our ruck area of our club with Hale's retirement, but we've noticed that over the course of the last 2 or 3 years he's also been pretty handy up forward at different stages, and also he's played a lot in defence.
Last year he did too.
Yeah, and so we like the flexibility and the depth that gives to our club, and our had a really good summer and really strong competitor, and we just like the competitiveness he gives to our tall division of our club.
Sicily seemed to be pretty good tonight as well. He's in the Jack Gunston mould. He's about 186 centimetres. He looked like he did some nice things out there.
Yeah. We just need to get the ball to him a little bit more often. You know, he looks damaging when the ball can get into his area, but
he's got long arms.
Yeah, he marks the ball well, and made a couple of poorer decisions with the ball tonight when he's usually a lot better than that. But he's just learning the cape. He's a young player and finding his way. And we had a pretty young and inexperienced forward line. You know, without Rioli, Ruffhead, and Gunston in the side. You know, made it pretty tough for those lads down there. And we didn't take the ball inside 50 very well for them either at different stages. So they're learning their way and mastering their craft down there, and hopefully they get better in the weeks to come.
The massaging of the rules for the NAB challenge, the sling tackle or any aggressive tackle, overly aggressive tackle, will be pinged. How do you see that one playing out, and how do you see it playing out?
Yeah, didn't particularly notice it tonight, to be honest, Derm. I thought both sides adjusted pretty well with the increased size of the man in the mark and that area protected zone. So I think there might have been a 50 that we got against for Carlton infringement, but I thought that might have been pretty prolific in the first part of the NAB, where there's a lot of those penalties, but there wasn't tonight. So in the sling tackles, I didn't see any, and I reckon players have learned. I think the players and the coaches just needed real clarification about what is allowed and what's not, and there's been too many injuries. It's just like the slide-in rule. When there's a lot of significant injuries, it doesn't matter who you're playing against, which player it is. It's just like you don't like seeing those unnecessary injuries in the game now.
Before we let you go, mate, to go back into the rooms, out of 10, how'd you rank the Hawks' performance tonight?
Well, in terms of getting the condition.
I love it, Mark. I love a number.
8 or 9 out of 10, but for the rustiness, probably about 4 or 5.
And when do you play your best side? Is it next week or it's the last NAB challenge game?
I'll probably NAB 3 is more closer to it, but it's really all about game time and getting some miles into the legs of the players and playing against some opposition this time of year.
Alistair, we thank you for taking up the time and the offer and coming down to speak to us.
Good on you, boys. All the best to you. Cheers.